Journey begins in the forests of North America, with a slow-moving but formidably armed creature that has a unique approach to nightlife, the porcupine. This large rodent is primarily nocturnal, spending its days resting in dens or high in trees, before waking at dusk to forage. While many nighttime animals rely on stealth or speed, the porcupine's superpower is its legendary defense. Its body is covered in up to 30,000 sharp, barbed quills that detach easily upon contact. This passive defense is so effective that most predators know to keep their distance. Because their eyesight is poor, porcupines navigate the dark with an excellent sense of smell and keen hearing. They are herbivores, using their powerful sense of smell to find their favorite meals, leaves, twigs, and the inner bark of trees. Their quills even have a fluorescent quality that makes them appear brighter in low light, offering a clear visual warning to any creature that gets too close in the dark. The porcupine proves that to rule the night, you don't always have to be the fastest hunter. Sometimes it's better to be the most untouchable presence in the forest. Next, we delve into the world of the small but mighty architects of nighttime terror, scorpions and spiders. Let's start with the scorpion. This creature is an ancient lineage, and one of its weirdest features is its ability to glow a brilliant cyan green under ultraviolet light. For decades, scientists couldn't agree on why. Was it sunscreen? A way to find a date in the dark? Well, recent studies suggest something even crazier. The scorpion's entire exoskeleton might work as a single, giant light sensor, turning UV light into a color its own eyes can see. This could help it spot shelter or even notice changes in moonlight, essentially letting it see with its whole body. But of course, its main tools are a venomous sting and incredible patience, just waiting for an insect or a small mouse to wander by. Then you've got their eight-legged cousins, the spiders. While many build webs, active hunters like the wolf spider have no time for that. They are the commandos of the undergrowth, relying on speed, strength, and eyes adapted for low light. A wolf spider doesn't wait for its meal, it runs it down, relying heavily on its sensitivity to vibrations to detect its prey. And in a wild display of parenting, the mother carries her dozens of babies on her back as she continues her nightly patrols. From the scorpion's ghostly glow to the wolf spider's relentless pursuit, these creepy crawlers prove that size means nothing in the kingdom of the night. Slithering out of the shadows, we find the masters of the nighttime ambush, nocturnal snakes. While plenty of snakes are active during the day, some of the most specialized and deadly hunters only come out after dark. For these creatures, the world isn't seen but felt as a landscape of heat and shadow. The undisputed kings of this domain are the pit vipers, a group including rattlesnakes, copperheads, and water moccasins. They get their name from a truly incredible evolutionary tool, a pair of heat-sensing pits between their eyes and nostrils. These organs are so sensitive they can detect temperature changes of less than 1/10,000th of a degree. This lets them see a thermal image of their surroundings, painting a vivid infrared picture. On a cold night, a warm-blooded mouse glows like a neon sign. The snake's brain even combines the images from both pits to create a 3D thermal map, letting it judge distance and direction with stunning accuracy. Even a blindfolded pit viper can strike its target perfectly. This sixth sense makes them unbelievably effective hunters in total darkness. Other nocturnal snakes, like boas and pythons, also have heat-sensing pits along their jaws. They rely on camouflage and staying completely still, waiting for prey to wander right into striking distance. They move in deliberate silence, gliding over the forest floor without a sound. They are patient, deadly, and armed with a superpower that turns their prey's own body heat against them. Lurking by the water's edge is a primeval predator that turns any body of water into a potential death trap after sunset: the crocodile. These reptilian titans are masters of the ambush, mixing immense power with unbelievable patience. They might look like lazy logs soaking up the sun during the day, but as dusk falls, a different animal emerges. Many crocodiles prefer to hunt at night, using the darkness as a cloak. Their senses are perfectly tuned for it. Their eyes, with fantastic night vision, sit high on their head, letting them stay almost completely underwater while they scan the shore for thirsty animals. But their sight is just one tool in a sophisticated toolkit. Their skin is covered in special sensors that can detect the tiniest vibration in the water, alerting them to movement in total darkness. Their sense of smell can pick up on carcasses from far away, and their hearing is sharp enough to pinpoint the splash of a potential meal. A crocodile will lie in wait, sometimes for hours, perfectly still, saving energy until the very last second. When an animal leans down for a drink, the attack is an explosion of violence. Shot forward by a powerful tail, they launch from the water with terrifying speed, their jaws snapping shut with over 3,700 pounds per square inch of force. They've even been seen using tools like balancing sticks on their snouts to lure birds looking for nesting material. They are smart, patient, and brutally efficient rulers of the water's edge. Prowling through forests, and even our own cities, is one of the cleverest and most adaptable predators of the night, the fox. You can find them all over the world, from forests to grasslands, and even in our sprawling cities. The red fox, in particular, is a champion of resourcefulness. While they can be active anytime, they do their best work at night or during twilight hours. A fox's senses are sharpened for hunting in low light. Their huge, triangular ears can pivot independently, letting them pinpoint the faintest rustle of a mouse under leaves or even snow, down to a single degree of accuracy. Their eyes have vertical pupils like a cat's, and are packed with light-detecting rod cells, making them great at spotting movement in the dark. They also have that reflective layer that causes eye shine, which gives their eyes a second chance to capture every last bit of light. But maybe their wildest hunting trick involves a sense we barely have. Some studies have shown foxes hunting for rodents buried deep in snow by using the Earth's magnetic field to triangulate their target's location. They perform a high, arching pounce, usually aligned with magnetic north, which dramatically boosts their success rate. But it suggests they aren't just hunters. They're furry little physicists using stealth, super hearing, and maybe even a built-in compass to score a meal. Their cleverness makes them true rulers of the suburban and rural night. Answering the call of the wild, we meet the creature that embodies the spirit of the untamed night, the wolf. The howl of a wolf pack, echoing through a moonlit forest, is one of the most haunting sounds in nature. But it's way more than a spooky soundtrack. It's a key tool for one of the most sophisticated and coordinated hunters out there. Wolves are social predators, and their true strength is the pack. Teamwork is what lets them take down animals many times their size, like elk and moose. They prefer to hunt at night, using the darkness to their advantage. As you'd expect, their senses are incredibly sharp. Their hearing is 16 times better than ours, and their sense of smell is over 100 times more powerful, letting them track prey for miles. Their night vision is superb, giving them a clear edge over their prey. But it's their communication that really sets them apart. Those famous howls are used to rally the pack for a hunt, to broadcast their location, and to warn rival packs to back off. During the hunt, they use complex strategies. They might send out scouts to find a herd, then coordinate an attack to single out the weak or the old. They are endurance hunters, chasing their target for miles at high speeds, just waiting for the right moment to strike. The pack works as one lethal unit, guided by instinct and a deep social bond. In the dark of the wilderness, a wolf's howl isn't a cry of loneliness. It's the sound of a kingdom asserting its rule. Just as formidable is the solitary, silent phantom of the night, the leopard. Of all the big cats, the leopard is probably the most adaptable and elusive. It's a master of stealth that can thrive anywhere from dense jungles to the outskirts of major cities. They are the ghosts of the night, rarely seen but always there. Leopards are primarily nocturnal hunters, and their entire body is built for stealth. Their famous spotted coat provides the perfect camouflage, letting them dissolve into the dappled light of the forest or the shadows of a rocky hill. They move with an impossible silence, their padded paws making no sound as they stalk their prey. While they are masters of the night, they can also be active during the day, especially where there are fewer people around. Their senses are incredibly sharp, with vision and hearing that let them operate with deadly precision in near total darkness. A leopard's hunt is a masterclass in patience. They will stalk an animal for hours, getting impossibly close before they pounce. Unlike a cheetah that relies on speed, or a lion that relies on brute force, the leopard relies on pure surprise. After a successful hunt, they often use their immense strength to haul the carcass, sometimes weighing more than their own body, up into a tree, keeping it safe from scavengers like hyenas. Solitary, powerful, and ghostly quiet, the leopard is a true apparition of the night. With a chilling, maniacal laugh, we encounter the often misunderstood but brutally efficient hunter of the African savanna, the spotted hyena. For years, they were unfairly painted as simple scavengers, cowardly thieves who just steal kills from lions. That reputation could not be more wrong. While they are opportunistic and will never turn down a free meal, spotted hyenas are incredibly powerful and successful hunters, with some studies showing they hunt and kill most of their own food. Spotted hyenas are mainly nocturnal and live in large, complex clans that can number up to 100 and are run by a dominant female. This matriarchal society is highly organized, and their hunting skill comes from incredible teamwork and relentless stamina. Unlike ambush predators, hyenas are coursing hunters. They'll chase their prey, animals as big as wildebeest and zebra, for miles at up to 37 miles per hour until the target is completely exhausted. Their whoops and calls during a hunt are a complex language, signaling their plans to the rest of the clan. And once they close in, their power is terrifying. A hyena has one of the strongest bites in the mammal world, powerful enough to crush bone with ease. This lets them eat almost every part of a carcass, making them one of Africa's most efficient carnivores. With their great night vision, insane endurance, and bone-shattering power, the laughing hyena is no joke. It's one of the most formidable predators to ever stalk the night. Taking to the skies, we find the only mammals capable of true flight and the undisputed sovereigns of the night sky, bats. When darkness falls, bats emerge by the millions, filling a niche that few others can touch. While some, like fruit bats, use big eyes and a great sense of smell, the most famous bat adaptation is a biological sonar system, so advanced, it's almost unbelievable: echolocation. To hunt in complete darkness, these bats let out a series of high-frequency clicks from their mouth or nose, way too high-pitched for us to hear. These sound waves travel out, bounce off everything in their path, and return as echoes. By interpreting the tiny changes in these returning echoes, the bat's brain builds a detailed 3D sound map of the world. The system is so precise that a bat can tell the size, shape, texture, speed, and direction of a tiny insect from several feet away. They can even tell the difference between a moth they want to eat and a leaf they need to avoid. In a world of total blackness, making them the ultimate masters of the echo. But perhaps no creature is the very essence of a nocturnal predator more than the silent assassin of the skies, the owl. From ancient myths to modern stories, the owl has always been the symbol of the night, and for very good reason. It is a perfect killing machine, engineered by evolution to be the ultimate airborne hunter. What makes the owl so dominant is a whole suite of amazing adaptations, but the most famous is its ability to fly in near total silence. It pulls this off with 3 key features on its wings. First, the front edge of its feathers has a stiff, comb-like fringe that breaks up the airflow into smaller, quieter currents. Second, the feathers on top of its wings have a soft, velvety texture that absorbs the sound of air rushing over them. And finally, the trailing edge of the wings has a soft fringe that dampens any leftover sound. The result is so effective that sensitive microphones can detect almost no sound as an owl flies by. This silence is for 2 reasons. One, the obvious one, the prey, like mice and voles, simply don't hear their doom approaching. But the second reason is that by eliminating its own flight noise, the owl can better hear the faint rustles of its prey on the ground. Their hearing is incredible. Many owls have asymmetrical ears. One is higher than the other, which lets them triangulate sound in 3 dimensions with pinpoint accuracy. Their whole face is a flat, round disc that funnels sound to their ears like a satellite dish. And then there are those eyes. An owl's eyes are so big they can't even move in their sockets. Instead, the owl has to turn its head, which it can do up to 270 degrees. These massive eyes are packed with light-gathering cells, giving them night vision that blows ours away. When you combine silent flight, super-sensitive hearing, the owl is the ghost, the shadow, and the undisputed king. It doesn't just hunt in the night. It is the night. These creatures are just a peek into the hidden world that comes alive after dark. The night is full of specialists who have evolved extraordinary ways to survive and thrive. Which of these nocturnal specialists fascinates you the most? Is there another creature you believe truly rules the night? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this trip into the dark, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next wild exploration.